I was just glitching.
Did it?
No, not now.
Oh. I hope that just didn't get me yawning.
Well,
First screenshot of me yawning. No. At least with this fan, you can't hear there. Bzzz. It's too hot. It's too hot.
Hey, Yolanda.
Hey, yo, how are you? How's your day been? Our house is like an oven.
Everybody's house is like an oven.
No, but our house is.
So is everybody.
Yeah, it is a lovely, it is lovely weather today. Canny moon. Hey, Carol. Hey, Karen. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, dear. It's too warm. So who's been sunning it up today in the gardens? Can't do fan very well. Don't you want to fan me?
No.
Oh, the fan of fan me.
No.
Hey, Jade.
I do everything else. You can at least do one thing, you say.
Oh, hey, Julie.
Hey, everyone.
Hope everybody's well. Linda. Managed to catch you live. That's good, Linda. We are live tomorrow, Linda, at 9 o'clock if you can catch us there. Evening, Stuart. Yeah, tomorrow night we're going to be live on Investigation at 9 o'clock. Yeah, Kelly. It's warming today. I can't stop fanning myself. Once I stop, it's like the heat just hits me. I think I was sleeping with fan on tonight.
Did you think you slept with it on last night?
No, I turned it off just in case I got cold at night. So, what's appertaining? Not me. I've been hiding inside. Have you really, Yolanda?
Been taking up a tiled floor.
Oof, not in this weather, Stuart. Hey, Diane.
I don't know. I've been to.
Well, you have. You've been to Tip. You've done garden.
Stuff. I've started garden.
Yeah. I've been at Daughters. And I popped across to see the grandchildren. And
she decided to have a little nap when she got home.
And then I've brought one of the grandchildren home with me. I've got our Jacob with me. You can shout hello. Just don't come on camera. But you can shout hello if you want to.
Come on.
Want to shout hello? No.
Come on then.
So yeah, so Jacob's come to stop with me for night, and then tomorrow I've got to go look after the other two grandchildren while they're among us to work. So busy bee for us. Evening, Laura. Excuse me for yawning. I am so tired. It is untrue. So guys, if you don't mind sharing it out. Oh, I've just knocked your thing on the floor.
The one that I told you to move.
Yeah,
be right.
Be right. Been clearing kitchen linens out. I didn't know I needed so many wooden spoons. Really?
Lindsay's just got one big wooden spoon.
Hey, Sam, how are you, my lovely?
Hey, Sam.
I'm knackered, Julie. I don't know if it's this heat or what, but we got home. John picked me up from Daughters about 2:30. And we got home for about 3:15. And then I think I've had an hour's kipping chair. And it's John that's done all work, but it's me that's asleep.
It's just a normal day for us.
So, what's coming up? Thank you for sharing, Jan. Stir it up. That's what them wooden spoons do, innit, Julie? So, what we're going to be doing this week is, hey, Joe Mike. Yes, we've had a lovely weekend, thank you. So what we're going to be doing this weekend is this week, tomorrow night, Wednesday night, we're going to be live on Investigation. Hey, Lisa. Thursday in the afternoon, I'm going to be live doing tarots with Gemma over on Gemma's channel.
Afternoon?
Yeah, we're going to do it in afternoon Thursday Thursday about 4 o'clock because we might be out Thursday night unless we're having a night off. And then Gemma is going out herself on Gemma's busy anyway on Thursday night, so yeah, we're going to do it at tea time. So I will be sharing the links. Afternoon Debs, evening Kelly. Everybody said, hey Jacob. Julie's saying hey Jacob to you. Hey guys from North Pole. Hey Nigel, hope you're well. Turn it other way around so fans on you. Turn it other way around so it's facing. I think that's how you face it, isn't it? No, it's not. Other way. Go on then. He's got my fan on him now. We're good, thank you, Debs. Thursday we're having a night off. Friday we're going to be out on location, and Saturday we're out on location, and then Sunday it'll be tarots as normal. But what I'm thinking of doing with tarots, I might start doing them every other Sunday, just because I think some Sunday nights we can be getting out and doing investigations instead of tarots. Yeah. Tarots are good for in winter or when it's a rubbish night. But I think now when we get decent weather, we need to be really going out on decent weather.
It is here.
I might be switching it up.
Well, it is in house anyway.
So just doing it once a fortnight on a Sunday, which then will help, because I know we do get a lot of people who want a tarot reading every time we go live, which I can't do if I'm only doing it a week apart, because the cards won't have even got into the cards won't get into anything. If anything's going to happen and your cards have said something's going to happen, it's not going to happen within 7 days, believe me. Hey Lorna, it's Scots. 2 fans on the go. I know. We've got 3. I've got 4, but one's downstairs, one's on. I've got my hand fan. Jacob's pinched my other fan, and the other one's upstairs. Loving the weather, but don't want to sit outside in it.
You've got 5.
You've got 5.
You've got that one that goes around your neck.
Oh, I have. Do you know, I'd have loved to have sat outside in it today, love my family, but it was just too hot to take kids outside in. So, and I think they had a little bit too much sun yesterday, boys, anyway. Hey, Andrew.
And then when she's got home, I've been busy in back garden, so she's not been able to.
No, I've been busy. You have been busy in back garden. It looks like somebody else's garden.
Don't look like a jungle anymore.
No, it doesn't.
I've trimmed your bush.
So, what's been appertaining for everybody? If this weather that requires a swimming pool, I only have a bucket.
You have a paddling pool.
Got a paddling pool. Don't want to look old and leathery, even though I'm aging. Do you know, love, man? That's the point, though, isn't it? Sitting out in the sun for a long period of time, it does make your skin go leathery. But yeah, just to sit out in it for a couple of hours, just to try and get a bit of a tan. My fan's broken. Has that popped out of that? And it's come unstuck. Look, the glue's come off it. There should be glue in it there. Look, I'm not looking. Are you giving me that little one? Yeah. You're gonna have to come and pass it me this way. Yeah. Thanks, baby. Yeah. I got my own fan bag now. I think Pops is mending it. Pops has mended it. He's a good on your Pops. Break it. Do you know, Scotty, everything I touch, I break. I was in 5 hours yesterday. Oh, Debs, that's horrendous. Thank you.
No, it's not right.
Yeah, no, because it needs gluing, but it'll do.
I don't know gluing. I'm just not pretty. It just goes through there. But there's something I've got to do with it. I don't know what I've got to do with it. Cause
all right, I'll fan myself with it that way, and then it's not as wide. 5 hours. I bet that's killed you, Auntie Debs. I'd have ended up with sunstroke. Hey, Robin, big loves to you, my lovely. Yeah, I'd have given myself heat stroke or sunstroke if I'd been out in it for 5 hours. Drop everything and fall over a lot. Oh, bless.
Hey, Robin.
So yes, the investigation tomorrow night is at a location that we've not been to before. I'm not sure if any other teams have. Because the thing is, we all name it. We name the places a different name to what it is anyway. Just because you don't want anybody turning up while you're live. So another team might have done this, but they've named it something completely different. So we shall see when we're at tomorrow. But like, again, if anybody knows locations, try not to put it into chat. We will disclose the locations at the end. We ain't got a problem doing that. Members, are you on members tonight?
I don't know yet.
If John's going on members tonight, he'll let you know. You're gonna have to think before we leave, because we're gonna have to let everybody know. Because other night we went on members after live, and I'd not told anybody we were on members, so everybody missed the live because we don't get notification. Good vibes, Julie. Hey, Debs, hope you're well, my lovely lady. Hope you've had a good weekend. So if there's anything we need to be talking about, is there anything anybody wants to talk about? I tell you what, I have enjoyed though. I've enjoyed that new book I'm reading. I
might go and do some of that actually tonight.
Not me tales of the thingy book. I need you to read the witches book, because I can't do the Chinese.
It were tales that one you couldn't read yesterday.
Right, weren't. It's the Chinese deities I can't read. The tales ones I can read. I can't read the deities one. So it's the witch one. In the background, slipping squash, because that's how we roll. All through lockdown, my car had no problems. When we started to get freedom, the car decided to die. So not a great day. Do you know, Sam, I bet that's because it's been, if you've not used it for a while, I bet it's because it's been stud, which is a pain in arse, especially today. So I hope it's not going to be an expensive fix, and you manage to get it fixed so you can get out a little bit. Mm-hmm. So yeah, go on, what were I saying? So yeah, I think John's going to be live in members. Do you know your moon sign, Lindsay or John? I found out mine today. Mine's Sagittarius. I'm not sure on my moon sign yet. I've not looked. And I take it, I don't know if me and you would be the same moon sign, or whether it goes on the year and everything else. So yes. So, I don't know what. Do you know? It's the first time I've come on and I don't even know what to talk about. Can you believe that? What's next live? When's next live? Tomorrow night is the next live of my family. It will be at 9:00. Looking forward to tomorrow night. Claire's joining us tomorrow night. Just got to let Steve know and see if Steve's wanting to come. But yeah, hey, War Dog. So I'm quite looking forward to it. I mean, let's talk about the evidence, actually. Come on, let's get this evidence talked about. I can't believe the shadow that John caught on his live. That has got to be the most dropping, unexplainable thing that has happened, bar that light happening, because that light was unexplainable that happened. But that shadow, it's sort of like coming from edge, and then it like come in and went out, then it like come in and then went bent down, and then you actually saw it like stood back up and stand up. So there were like two parts to that shadow, and I promise you now, there is no way from where you are in that dip that the traffic lights could cast that light, or to give that kind of, there's nothing down there that could have do it. I saw that. I had to watch it a few times. Hey, soldier. It must have been massive or close to the laser too. It looked like it were coming in front at laser or to the side. I don't know what time I was born.
I can't tell you your moon sign then.
I've no idea. I know it were early hours in the morning, but I don't know. Hope you are all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, soldier. Watched it a few times as well, Linz. It was brill. Afraid not yo-yo, full bladder and need a brew. But yeah, that shot, I can't believe that shot. We have tried so many times to look at it and try and debunk it from watching it. John's actually gone back out there and tried to debunk it again, and there is just no possible way that it could have happened the way it did. Hey, Craig. Yeah, it's just been absolutely phenomenal. One thing I do want to say, a quick thing, and I'm not a moaner, and you know I'm not a moaner, but what I have noticed is lately when we're live, or when we're again doing chit chat, people are commenting and saying, hey, can't stop long, I'm going live at bloody time, or can't stop long, I'm going to watch such and such. Please don't do it when we're live, and please don't do it when we're doing chit chats or tarots or anything. We don't need to know if you're going to go and watch somebody else. It doesn't matter if you do, but we don't need you to announce it to everybody in chat, because what that does then, it's just like pinching customers. Hey, Judith, and it's something we would never do.
Yours could be Capricorn.
Could it? The only time I'll do that is when I'm in Simon's live, and that is because I have got permission off Simon to say when we're going live, because Simon only goes live on a Saturday. But yes, so please, just respect that wish.
We just got to have some work done on it.
Do you guys still? We do. I could show you the parasite, but the garden's not quite finished yet. And we had a wasp nest starting in the parasite that John had to get rid of. Luckily, the wasp nest was only about that big, but it were in a cone. It was just starting the cone, and yeah, you got that out, didn't you? He hit it out the ballpark. So that's sorted. I'm only messing. Wasps are nasty things anyway. Not that you'd kill them, but wasps are nasty. What's up, baby? Oh, what? That shadow. We don't know how that shadow happened. It was right good. Pop's nearly run. But yes, nasty wasp nest. They are nasty because the wasp nests cause a lot of trouble. Also cause a bad feeling, as could generate on this better than one, etc. We don't have that here. We don't, Lorna, we don't. So yeah, he's so freaked out by them. My son hates what I am. I don't like wasps. I don't mind bees, and I don't mind getting stung off a bee, but wasps, no way. Too many biz, and we're our house. There must be hundreds wasp nests around here because we're forever getting them in. I had a massive wasp in the house the other day. By massive, I mean it was well over an inch long and was wide too. I was tempted to let it have the house and move. Hey, Scots. Do you know? Thought you were calling John baby then. Oh, I call him baby every now and again, Debs.
No, unless you want something.
If I want something, then it's baby. Hey, Gems. Hope you're well. Just said Gemma on yours on Thursday at 4. I still need to share link. So if you could send me a link, and then I can get it shared out, my lovely, onto groups and stuff. So yeah. So that's tarot on Thursday. But yeah, that piece of evidence though, I was overwhelmed by watching it, because it doesn't matter how many times you watch it. It's just like, it's unbelievable, isn't it? It's just, I mean, for me personally, that's got to be one of the most it's got to be one of the best things I've seen for a shadow figure. It really has. I've seen shadow figures caught by other people, but to actually get it yourself and for how clear it were, that just beats them all out at park. Obviously for us, I'm not saying that's damaging their evidence, because it's not, but obviously they'll have felt same when they had they caught theirs. So yeah. John, it was one of those nights that you wish you weren't out on your own.
You were that minute. I went back down though, so I was quite happy.
You did. You remember? Were it members when you went back down? Did you go back down? I think we all. Members. No, it happened on Main, and then you went to top, and I think you'd gone to top and finished, and then when you did members, you went back down to see whether we could try and recreate it, and we couldn't. Hey, Gillian, my lovely. So. You didn't get them. You didn't get them in the UK. Typo error. Especially if you tried to debunk it and couldn't replicate it. It was. Don't think you saw. All right, Julie. No worries. The trouble is, Gillian, the screen goes that fast that we sometimes don't catch it, especially when everybody's commenting at the same time.
Yeah.
Didn't see it, but I've watched it later. It was amazing. Oh, Linda, it were. Scotty, yeah, capturing a shadow, just it's different like that compared to hearing relevant responses. And so trying not to put shadows are like the next level. Do you know they are? And do you know what I wish we'd have done, Scotty? I wish, and I know it's like you look back and you think, oh my God, why don't we have all the devices? I wish we were doing an EVP recording, or I know the camera's recording. So I don't know whether to try and slow camera down and see if there is another voice, because I was that in awe at shadow. I weren't listening to any responses or anything that were coming out. What were being said. So I'd probably like to just slow it down a little bit and try and so we can listen to what's being said. If you want a drink, we'll get a drink, baby.
Just make sure you shut that fridge. No, because our fridge, you have to.
I know. Make sure you push on fridge. You're right. You don't have to crawl. You can't see you on camera, babes.
Can you see me?
No, not really. You can only see that coat and be all right. That little snippet. His mum don't want him on camera, which you don't blame her. And we don't really want him on camera though, do we? Because we don't like to. Families, that side of family, isn't it? It's private. I was like, WTF. Can't swear yet. It's only 21 minutes past 8.
Can't swear anyway.
Oh, turn the air blue, I will. Lindsay and John, do you feel that the spirit energy is increasing for you now, or do you feel more connected to any places you have revisited? Do you want to answer that one before I answer it? Because I think we've got different thoughts on it, haven't we?
Well, for me, spirit, and it all depends on night. Sometimes we seem to get more interaction, and then other nights we get nothing. So I mean, I don't think that's changed. In past, it were very similar. And do we feel connected to any places? Yeah, I do feel more connected to some places that we visited. I do feel that in them places we do get more interaction. But then last night, we had as members live last night, because it was last Monday at month. We do one just for members on last Monday at month, and it was probably one of the most active places I've ever been, and it was one of the quietest nights we've had for a long time. So I don't know.
I think it just depends. I think it depends on like you say. I don't know. I wouldn't sound questions you ask. I just think sometimes whether the energies are more like you say, whether it's active or not. When it comes to places, hey Claire, hey Mick. When it comes to places, enjoy your tinkle. When it comes to places, though, for me, I think because we've done.
For a wee and make a brew, I'll take you with me on phone.
Oh, is that what he's put? I'll take you with me on phone. No sound. Don't tear your peeing in a pot. But yeah, for me, I do believe that we do build connections up to the places that we investigate. And I think for the woods where John goes, and I can say Ecclesall Woods because it's such a massive place anyway. But in them woods, I think because we go in them as much as we do, and we also go in them in the daytime when we're taking Fifi a walk, or if me and John want to get out of the house for an hour or so, we'll just pop it because it's just the easiest place to visit. I do think the places where we go back to over and over again, we do tend to get more. The activity starts to build up. It's as though the energies trust. Hey, Laura. So for me, I think it's better to go back and revisit the places where we've been. But the problem we have with that is we don't want you guys getting bored, because it's like with General Cemetery. We've been to General Cemetery umpteen times. But every time we go, we do get, even if it's not a lot of activity, we get that connection, and you can feel the activity. You can feel the activity with the children. You can feel the activity with the gentleman's energy that comes out to protect the churchy bit that we were under. And these things that we can't show you how it feels on camera to what we're feeling in that moment. But then again, we could go back there one night and we might not even interact with anything. But to me, it's we don't want you guys getting bored. So we're always looking for newer locations.
Unfortunately, it's been difficult with
lockdown. It
has
been difficult with
because
lockdown.
We've had to minimise travel.
Yeah.
Stay in local area, and obviously in local area, there is only so many places you can go.
But to be honest, like I said, I'd rather
getting onto abandoned buildings. We're not even going there this week.
No, but I'd rather do that and build not a relationship up, but build like a trust or a thing or something up. Because, like I said, there is some times when we do worry and we're like, "Oh my God, we've done this one 3 times this month now, or we've done this one for, twice every for the last 3-4 months because." Lockdown. But for me, what we can catch there and what's starting to come through, I do believe that, to me, that's better than going to different places every night and not building an energy. Because what happens is we can go to different places every night, but when are we going to build, if you can build trust up, or when can you build up? Mine, we're doing that other night. When you have to come off it, shut it all down and go back on it again. You have to for me, you have to build that trust up with the energies around you, with spirit energies. I don't know. What do you guys think? Have you ever kept a diary of responses to see if it's the same names coming through? Now, do you know, Yolanda, we haven't. That's one thing we haven't done. So if you're volunteering, or if somebody wants to volunteer for keeping a notebook of where we go, please feel free to do so and let us know that you're doing it.
I do need to get time. See, at minute it's just so hectic. We've got a lot going off in his own lives as well as with ETA, stuff to sort out for ETA, just for lives that are coming up. For me to sit there and go through all lives and
it is.
Compare them.
There's a lot. I was watching No Way I Would Have Gone Back Down, not on my own. He did though. I've got to admit, we volunteer Yo-Yo. There you go, Yo-Yo. You've been volunteered. But yes, he did go back. You did go back down onto where it were. But it's just Mohammed. But it's actually, I would volunteer to do that. It would be an interesting to compare. Thank you very much, Yo-Yo. That's a new job for you to be doing as well. But it's crazy. So we do worry, like I said, that you're going to get bored at locations. But I hope you don't, because to be honest, the evidence and the things that we're catching when we are going back to these places is just is to know. I find it not funny, but for me, I think John's the one with the strongest connection to the spirit out of everybody that would go out on an investigation with. I do find that when John goes out on his own, that the spirit activity is that little bit more. Now, whether it's because they know he's on his own, or they know that he's not jumpy around them, or would react in like a way that we'd all run screaming.
That probably were the freaked me out more than anything. But
you didn't go running around or screaming with that, or
no, but it did put me a bit back, because I just couldn't understand where it was coming from.
Yeah.
But do you know what put me more about? I don't know if you can remember where I was stood. There were like a wall behind me, so like about that height. So somebody could have been up there, a person. And when lights went out, all I could think it were a person or a group of people. I didn't even think about it being a spirit. I was more bothered about it.
But it weren't, because it would start,
And plus, it took green lights out, and if it was somebody up there, they want to took green lights out.
While you're in the volunteering mode, Jojo, my flat needs offering. Hope you're well, Nathan, my lovely. Yeah, you too, love my family, my lovely. So yeah, for me, I do think that John's the one that's got the. But John spent a lot of time connecting with energies anyway. He does a lot of meditation. He does a lot of these. There's a lot of things he does behind where you're self-learning. And for, I'd say, about 2 years now. In fact, I'd say longer than 2 years, but for 2 years, you really took it more seriously, haven't you?
Working on mediumship.
Working on his mediumship and things like that. And I don't know whether that's what's connecting him to energies, but I do think maybe when we're all like together, it's not that it's a joke, because it's not a joke, but whether it's because I'm not saying you're quite, but whether it's like my energy could be a bit too much for him, or all together could be
the thing is,
intimidating.
For me, I seem to get more evidence if I'm out on my own. Not all the time, but
no, but stuff like the light and the shadow
and the Keeley
and things like that were all while you were out on your own, which is really good.
Find that when you're with me, or when the people with me, more when you're with me as well, because obviously you're concentrating on camera more than me, and I ain't got to watch camera. I get more time to actually work with mediums, work with trying to connect.
No, I know you do. I know. I'm not saying for nobody to go out with you. I'm just saying. No,
what I'm saying is I seem to sense more myself when you're out with me.
Yeah.
But seem to get more evidence when I'm out on my own, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. It wouldn't bother me if you went to the bottom of your garden every night. I'd still watch you. Never get bored of watching you both, because me loves you both. Oh, we love you too, Gillian. We do. We love everybody. But thank you so much. It does mean a lot when you said that, because we know how tedious it can get sometimes. I know it can get tedious for us. I noticed that seems to be more happening to you, John, when you're alone. It does, Soldier, but again, I don't know whether it's because of John's energies. I don't know. John, I mean, obviously, John's a calmer energy than me. But John's been going out a long time on his own, as not just on it. I've gone out with him, but like when we were in lockdown and things like that. Well, you didn't go out, but then when we could start getting back out at lockdown, John always went out on his own, because I didn't. I used to panic, so I won't go back out.
It's vulnerability as much as is it that you put in yourself. Not that you feel more vulnerable, but they
perceive you as more vulnerable.
That you're putting in yourself that more vulnerable position to communicate with him, so they've got that bit more respect for you. You know what I mean? Because it's like, well, kudos to him. He's come out on his own to try and communicate. You know what I mean?
It could be. You don't know.
I don't know.
But I mean, we've been going live for 2 years, and I think in the 2 years we've gone live, it's only me pestering John and a few of us in chat that have said we don't like him going out on his own. It's just for safety, and that's just for an accident. If he fell over, he's not safe. No. You're so clumsy.
Well, it's not clumsiness. I just wander off somewhere, don't I?
Well, it's not just wandering off, love. Yango cliffs and what? If there's a drop, well, I'll just walk over there and I'll just look.
I want to show people where it.
Yeah, exactly. But you don't do it on your own.
I like grills.
You like what?
Bear Grylls.
Take that book out with you, and then if you get stuck, you know what to do. But yeah, maybe it's the spirit feels less vulnerable. I mean, if you're being questioned by one person, you're more likely to answer than if 5 people. It could cause confusion as well, because if you listen when we're live, we're all asking different questions. So I might say, "What's your name?" John might ask a different question. Claire might follow on. Steve might follow on. And it's all different. So you throw in different. Nobody seems. And it's not just us, it's everybody. No team follows on in suit. You all asking your own, because you've all got your own questions to ask. So I think that's another thing we'll take on board and look.
For fall, I've got everybody with me anyway.
Who's put that?
I told you.
That's not good. I can't get to him though if he falls and he can't drive back. That means he's got car and lot. What am I supposed to do? Oh, dear. Which doesn't like the bunch of people. That would make sense why they take it to the mediumship route to talk to John when he's with others, more personal or private. Could be, Scott.
I think that, like I said, I think that is because if I'm out on my own, I'm concentrating on camera, I'm concentrating on chat, I'm trying to set equipment up, I'm trying to listen to equipment, I'm trying to ask questions. You've got all that going off, so it's difficult to take that time to try and concentrate and pick anything up. Whereas when Lindsay's there, I don't get a word in anyway, so I can just sit there. I can just sit there and try and work with mediumship.
You do get a word in
every now and again.
You do. You don't self-focus. I do have to be told to shut up. I love all the different things we see and hear. Do you know? I do. I think when you're in chat and you actually when we always set you put down what you see, hear, and feel, because it's so important. Not just because it makes you feel involved in the investigation, but also because it can history. It can validate the history that maybe we might not have even found that part yet or looked up that part. So it's really important that you do put. But I like it because I love to see when a word comes out how different we all hear it, but yet on some how the same or similar. How similar it can sound. So yeah, I think it's really, but I think that's important to have. I think that's important to have anyway. The interaction going on between what you guys see, feel, and hear. And it's like that when we're doing EVPs. Obviously, we can't ask every question that anybody puts in chat, but don't jump on chair, love. But if you want to drop questions, and we will pick some questions out to ask when we're doing EVPs. But don't get upset if we don't pick yours, because it's not that we won't, but it's just that time somebody else got picked. What I do, Jacob, you're going to break the bloody chair.
I did tell you to sit on it.
I did put it up now on thing, because if you break that, that's my bed. Put it up, press it up front side there now. Yeah, press that.
You can't get off it when it's like that.
You nearly could have broke your neck. Sit on the chair now properly. Thank you. Get your drink. Watch the telly. In fact, you can brush your teeth soon because it is bedtime soon. You just asked my question then, Lindsay. Did I, Gillian? Exactly. And people have different gifts. Also, like one may see things, another will get smells, etc. Exactly. I personally get feelings the most, I think. The look. You have to have a look. You have to have that look. I can't stay angry with him anyway. But yeah, so hey dear. Oh,
you will be sleeping.
I'm calming. I won't be sleeping anywhere. About how we all hear different words. Yeah, it's I think for sometimes, Gillian, it's same as anything. I think sometimes you can be having a conversation with somebody and you'll only hear a couple of words, or you'll say you hear something and you haven't actually heard what they've said, I think it's same stuff like that. But I do find it very interesting. Hey, Sandy, that's okay,
my Lindsay, I'll be talking to Lindsay and she hasn't heard a word I've said, but she still answers me.
Yeah.
I just say, yeah. And I'll say, yeah, what? She'll say, what you said.
Yolanda. Oh, dear. Yeah, I remember saying that, but I won't do it now. No chance. But yeah, so that's all good. What else is there? Yeah, we've had a few people messages about going into buildings and when are we going to go into buildings and stuff. And again, we will do some buildings, but we'll only do the buildings that we think are acceptable to do. And unfortunately, if it upsets other people, we don't mean to. And you guys know that we're respectful with what we do anyway. So
we have seen a few buildings, but we need to try and find out if they are owned, and if so, who owns them.
That's what we're going to do beforehand.
Try and get in touch with who owns them.
Yeah. If we can't find the owners, as long as we've done a damn good search and we go in, then we're happy.
Any owners, then we're happy.
Then we're happy. But if we can find the owners, and 9 times out of 10, you can find the owners, I would think, because if there's where you go, there's properties nearby, or there's houses nearby, or whatever, local shops. It just means going in daytime and asking about a little bit, or maybe even getting in touch with council.
Women, selective hearing.
I'm selective hearing. I'm really good at selective hearing. In fact, sometimes I don't hear anything. I just make myself, deaf when I want to be deaf. They have to be safe build. They do have to be safe buildings too. Don't want you tipping off your wheels. Imagine that, gems. But yeah, they have got to be. We won't go in an unsafe building anyway. Yeah. We've not really done many buildings anyway, have we? Really, when you think about it, we've done a few, but not that many. Has anybody else got any questions you'd like to ask, or we've done opinions anyway? I hear everything, nothing gets past me. Really, Claire? Well, no, gets past me, sort of, but I can be very selective hearing on what I want to say. Little Miss Speedy on them wheels. Poor John's foot. Well, no, gets past me, but it just depends out which way I hear it back, really. I forget things, and I forget who said what, and I'll be like, no, you just said that in the kitchen, and he probably said that about 3 weeks ago. He's eating his biscuits, aren't you?
That's all right. I'm only asking.
That's okay. You can brush your teeth when you've eaten them, though, because it is nearly, well, not nearly bedtime, but you've got to be up at 7 o'clock in the morning. So looking back on this right over, John, what do you feel it was?
I still have no idea. I still can't explain it.
Well, definitely a shadow. What they call a shadow figure.
Light. So I have no idea. I've even been trying to rack my brains where everything was and where the shadow would have had to have been to cover, or where it had to come in to cover the lights. How close it would have been to. I honestly can't work out where it even came from.
No,
I know which side it came from. It came from left-hand side, but
that's it, isn't it? That's all you know. Locations booked for this year. The only location we've still got booked is in September, I think. Is it September? I think it's beginning of September. I've put date on thingy group anyway, and that's the Ashbourne one. As far as any others, the only thing at the minute is a lot of locations that we paid for. Where we paid say 200 last year, a lot of them have put the prices up to 300 this year.
Lindsay,
because
just for future reference, I would never say anything nasty, so take whatever oddball thing I say as a joke. Has the soldier offended you?
I don't think so. No, soldier's never offended me. I did say to you, and I've said it to Yolanda, he's got that dry sense of humour that it's one of them I look at and I think, now, is that being serious or is that not?
Unless you thought it upset you from saying about everyone being weird with me. And I've got them online.
I don't know. Soldier, I love you, my lovely. So don't you worry about it. I know. I know your sense of humour. You're a very dry sense of humour, and I know you mean nothing by it. And if you did, I wouldn't know. Even though I know you wouldn't. You said something, sometimes you can read them wrong. Oh, yeah, no, meaning, I don't even know what I was meaning at that point, Soldier, because I've totally forgot it and it's gone over my head. So if I remember it, I'll pick it back up again. But yeah.
I mean, it possibly could have been Amy. That's it. That
could have, names.
But it did it twice, so I don't know.
Yeah, and I think with a moth, you would have seen it fly. I don't think you would have seen it just come down and go back up. There would have been a fly.
If it had gone laser pen on float, well, not on float, or on tripod, but it was lower than camera, so not necessarily, but I don't know, it didn't look like a moth.
It didn't, no. But then again, like you say, mate, it is a possibility, you know, and that is that's what you're looking for, isn't it? Do you know, what if it could have been? And to be honest, that's probably the best debunk. If you could debunk it, is what you'd have to, I think what Amy said you'd have to come up with. Was a huge moth. I know you have a dry sense of humour, my lovely. Do you feel it when you go back in the same spot, you might get something like that again?
Hopefully.
I'm hoping to go in.
Mothman.
I know. Don't talk about Mothman. Oh my God. I'm hoping to go in next time. He says that if it's dry weather, because it's not a lot of walking, the only problem is it's down a hill, which is okay, but getting down the hill's not the problem. It's getting back up what could do.
I'm friends with Soldier on Facebook.
Yeah.
And when I'm looking through my timeline, whatever. Is it timeline when everybody's post comes up? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
When I'm looking through that, it obviously tells me if he's commented on something. And he doesn't half make me giggle with some stuff he comments.
Initially, I thought it was a strap in front of the laser, but John assured us he didn't have a strap. No straps near laser. And then the hair of my neck stood up. Yeah. It would just, I would just like, oh my God. I think I caught the first one and missed the second one because I was too busy in chat talking about the first one. And when it was live, I actually missed the second one. It was only when I watched it back and it was like, woohoo, down the hill, no problem. Stopping is the problem. Well, John will be in front of me, so I'll just fall on him. But going up, I need to be pulled up. I need Big Red to get me back up. I
didn't have a strap on.
But I knew you land. I knew somebody had comment. Evening, Nanny Lynn. So yeah, so I am going to try and get back to that one. But I do think for Keely's, it's either got to be well, I don't know. Two at most. I'm not coming with you. To be honest, with that one, Claire, I don't think it's a big enough place to have everybody there anyway, I don't think, because it is only a tiny spot. But then again, we'll see and just see what happens if we did all go to when he goes on his own, if that makes sense. Strap on or strap on? Strap.
Lindsay, that strap on.
I have this. No, I'm going to say I have a strap on. I'm going to say no, I don't. No, I have a strap on.
Strap on. Not a strap on.
Hey dear. But yeah, so I'm hoping we're going to catch some more evidence like that. I'm hoping that we're going to start getting some really good captures. And you know what? These captures, they're not going to come every time. And you know what? We might not catch that shadow again for another. Could be 6 months to 2 years. We might never ever capture that shadow again. Do you know what I mean?
No, she doesn't.
But yeah, it's like that came from the left and above and across. It did, Nanny Lynn. It did. But yeah, I mean, to catch anything like that, it's just so, I don't know. I think it's just extraordinary, is what it's been called. Sorry, suddenly I've gone all childish and double. That's okay. That's okay, Yolanda. I'll let you off. It's stress. I wouldn't have read that last bit. I just said double. You finished it off. It all adds up. The light hitting the camera, the shadow, the camera EVP at Ashbourne, etc. It does, Scott. It does. Keely's. There were Keely's Mill. There were were it Claire? Emma. It were Emma.
A lot of EVPs we've caught have been around the same area, although they've not been at the same place. They've all been around the wood.
Yeah, they have. They've all been around the woodland.
Apart from Apart from Emma, that were a totally different location.
Well, it were, but we're still in a woodland.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they're all in the same woodland, most of them.
Most of them are for us, yeah. They are all in same wood. But
It's a massive wood.
That's now our wood. That's our wood. Yeah, I'm going to start calling that our wood. We spend enough time in there to call it our wood. So it's the ETA wood. It's the ETA wood. Yeah, we're going to start calling it the ETA wood when we go out, I think, on location. I'm joking. I am taking the piss and I'm being very sarcastic. Do you remember the scene in Ghost where Sam leaves his body? The shadow was like that. Don't lean on edge of chair, sweets.
If it tips over that way,
you're gonna go head first into my table of rubbish. And then I've got to explain to your mum why you cut your head open.
No, I don't remember that bit. Because I think I've only seen.
I think I can remember of it. Once. Is that picture on the back wall, white frame and reflection of the light outside? No, that picture on the back wall is the reflection of a moon. And it's with Heather did this for us. It's a really dark. I don't know if you can get that off. Can you take it off wall a minute, or for me to show them? I'll try and take it off wall and show it to you. It's absolutely gorgeous, this picture. It's amazing. She's a very, very talented artist. But so is somebody else, but I don't know whether I can say that because this is what we talk about in members area. You might as well stay there because you have to put it back.
I can't.
So I don't know. You can't see it. Me and John are on there. Look, you can just see my scooter's lights there where my finger is. But I know you can see what's on telly and everything. So I do apologise. It's cartoons. But yeah, but that's like the picture of the moon. And then it goes up in there and there. Oh. But no, that were gorgeous. It's a very cool piece of artwork. Yes, it was, wasn't it? Yes. So yeah, but it's beautiful. And then here, at the side of me here, we've got what Gillian sent, what Jean sent, and that's where we've got like his wall collection here. But I wanted that picture going on wall behind. But with the side of me here, you can just see what Jean did.
She's the ETA art gallery.
The ETA art gallery. That's what we're calling it. Because when people send us stuff, we do actually put it up on his wall. I've got a wall, but art to it. Brilliant. So very nice of the artist. It was Soldier. It was.
No, Joe. No.
You need what?
How do you see the shadow?
How do you see the shadow?
Yeah.
It just come across wall. Not in here. It's like you. If you run across that wall now, you'll see its shadow. You can see its shadow of that chair. Look.
I mean, that one what we're moving up by its head.
That one that moved by its what pop saw?
Where is shadow?
It were a magic shadow.
Where is shadow?
Like the ones in my book.
Is it like the ones in your book? Yeah. Oh, we'll have to read. You have to read your book to me, and then you can show me what them shadows are in your book, can't you? And I'll tell you if it's the same shadow as Pops.
But you know what invisible?
Is it invisible?
Yeah.
Oh, that's no good.
Only I can see it.
Only you can. Well, you'll have. I've got special eyes, so I'll be able to see it if you show me where that shadow is.
This one, the way it isn't that invisible.
Lindsay's got very, very special eyes. She can be fast asleep and she still tells me she's watching telly.
Oh dear.
And she's snoring. So I'm going to take telly over.
Hey, don't. Yeah,
and then she'll say, "I'm watching that." And I said, "Lindsay, you were snoring." She'll say, "No,
I said, I were awake. I know, but you were thinking. So freaking cute. I know. Yeah, I've got special eyes. I can see anything Jacob tells me to see. I've got special eyes. And Jacob loves my agstone. We've got a big one. Oh, it's there, look.
Yeah, I know.
If you want to run and get that very quickly, you can. Then you can just look out at window here. You don't have to go on garden. You can get it. Pops will get it, yeah.
Well,
what?
Look,
I know you can reach. But Jacob likes to. I look through my agstone. Jacob looks through his, and we're looking at trees outside on garden. I'm going to take him in woods now where there's nicer, so we can start looking for elementals, fairies and gnomes and imps and everything, aren't
What
we?
imps?
Little men, little tree men, imps.
So you freaked him to death.
That's not going to scare him. It's the friends at Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, yeah.
They are the friends at Tooth Fairy, so they're not scary, are they?
Little tree man.
But,
The little tree men.
Yeah, but you don't really explain it very well, do you?
but Nana, fairies might bite you.
Fairies do bite, don't they? They bite your fingers.
The nip.
But they don't hurt. Just like a little nip. It's convincing the most powerful witch in the world because I always know when she's up to no good, and I can tell when she's lying. I know they've got the tells, haven't they, Amy? Evening paranormal comedy. Don't say. I'm not sure. Possibly things he does say, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as he gets a little bit bigger. No. But he likes to look through my hagstone. So he's got his own hagstone when he comes here, hasn't you, Doug?
Yeah, it's this big one.
It's that big one, yeah.
And you use the little one.
I do. I use little one. But yeah. So yes. It's Scotta, it's Ben. Hey Ben, sending much love to Andy and everybody else. Just let us know how things are and everything. I think my great niece Maisie has. She sees things. I think with kids though, kids have got a really take care, Debbie. I think kids have got a very open mind. So I think kids can be quite open to things around them anyway, just because they they've got that fairy tale mind kind of thing. So, and I think if when you're children, if you're brought up in the way of, I don't know, like oh, your free lover, your 60s and 70s, when 60s mainly, when everything were like, yeah, we're all really and everybody were laid back, where life didn't really take over as much, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I think a lot of kids do have these gifts, but I think they get took away from them when they stop believing in things or religious things come into play. So it's like, depending on what religion you follow, that can get it can twist a lot of things. So I think but I think they're all pure. Exactly, Scots. That's what they do. Oh no, it's not real. Yeah. Whereas though, if they weren't like, if they were just trying to not say that and just don't just change it. Do you know what I mean? Believe what they're saying, and you never know. Then again, you might end up with a Fruit Loop. You don't know. You could. End up with a Fruit Loop. You ended up with a Fruit Loop, didn't you, love? Weren't me. You were his ex too.
This one.
Found it on a beach, that one. Yeah.
Not the other one.
Found that on a beach as well. Oh no, I didn't. That one I bought. That one. But I have got some little ones like that I found on a beach. So what we're going to talk about now? We've done the shadow. We've done
shadows.
Yeah. Are you going live on members to do some?
I'm doing that book, yeah.
Yeah, it's the book he's going to be doing, not a Fruit Loop. He struck gold and got the whole box.
Box of Fruit Loops.
Definitely our clan. Sorry, that's Pino on my keyboard. Pino. But yes, the book John's gonna be doing.
I hope that's what the cat's called, and she's not spilt the glass of wine.
She's spilt a wine. Yeah. No, it's what
Pinot,
cat's
Pinot
called.
Grigio, she's spilt the
film Sixth Sense was brilliant. I enjoyed that film Sixth Sense. With little boy in it. From the research I've done on reincarnation, it seems when first born, we have a connection and a guide to where we've come from.
I read something earlier.
That were good. That's interesting. That soldier. A lot of people, and when you do a lot of research, it says that.
I was reading something earlier, and I've read it before, and it's
You'll
an
read
opinion.
it.
I've seen it before, should I say? I've seen it in other places, but I was reading an article today, and it was saying, what if, right, when we pass, the light that we see is actually the light in a delivery room.
That's been said on numerous occasions,
where you're being born, and you cry when you come out because you can remember everything from your past life, and that's why you're crying. And
that's why when people say, I was this in a previous life.
And then you start to forget your past life, but then that things are still in there. That's why you get deja vu.
But I wonder, though, from crossing to being reborn, I wonder whether that can, whether it's like there's no time. Do you know what I mean? So you could be caught in that that zone thing. Who knows? I posted that on my page, John. Might be where you've seen it as well.
That might be where I saw it.
There's what?
There's something little in the house.
Something little in the house?
Yeah.
Which house?
This one.
Oh, have you seen it through your thing?
No, I just saw it.
Did you just see it?
It could be dust.
What?
Dust.
No, actually black.
It actually might be a spider.
No, it was flying.
It was
It
flying.
was flying.
Might be a flying
wow.
spider.
You see magical things in Nanny's house.
You probably were. I saw it on your wall
Could have been
today,
just a
Soldier.
fly.
I have seen similar things before, but you made me think today. But then I thought, well, if that's true, and we pass, and as you pass and you see light of yourself being born again, then who are we talking to? Because
you're talking to yourself.
when we go out, everybody that passes can be being straight born again.
Yeah,
so
but
there's
not
no
many
thing-
people. Some people might have a choice. Might be a choice if you want to or you don't want to. Do you know? You might have no reason to come back. Might be a flying spider. Scotty says it might be a flying spider.
Don't tell me with him.
What?
Don't tell me with him.
Ghosts aren't real, no.
I'm fine.
Only Casper's. Casper the friendly ghost's real.
Well, you know what else not real?
What?
Flying spider.
Flying spiders?
Yeah.
They are real. They're real in Australia.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they fly in Australia. That's why I think spirits exist on this plane. But the visual spectrum most adults can see because when we were sensitive to UV, I think they exist there. Interesting. I think it's on YouTube to watch first, I believe. Maybe it takes time for reincarnation to take place. It could do, Pops.
There is a few things that always not confuse me. But I don't know. It makes me question it. And again, it's like, how come spirit that we contact or we get is majority of the time is monks, priests. Don't know, white ladies. Do you know what I mean? They all seem Romans.
But I think for me, I think with white ladies are concerned, maybe some monks. I think these are things that could have been not being started because they were sore, but like somebody could have said something to scare some. Oh, don't go in that. No, like from years ago, you don't go in woods after dark because if you go in that woods after dark, you're going to see white lady. Do you know what I mean? And for me, it could be like feeble stories, but behind them stories, there might have been something that happened in that location. And it's like what people have used to scare others. If that, like, do you know what I mean?
I mean, you do see people do spirit box sessions or things like that, not particularly going to haunted locations, but spirit box sessions, and they do contact or they claim to contact people that have died. Not recently.
No, I know what you mean.
Recently, yeah. I mean, we could have died, some of them with no respect, but I mean, like you have people who contacted such people as Michael Jackson or whoever. Do you know what I mean? And people like that. So fair enough, but why not Mike? That's not a very good example. I'm trying to think of somebody.
Henry VIII.
No, because he's old, isn't he? You want, yeah, isn't it 1970s or 80s or something like that?
82, John Lennon. 81, 82, John Lennon.
Where's John Lennon on? Where's John Lennon's ghost been seen? Who's been? Do you know? Everyone says Anne Boleyn's at this place and Henry VIII's at this place.
Anne Boleyn's been to so many different places.
So where's John Lennon? Yeah, we got Michael Jackson.
Did in our house in here, Scots. That were an interesting one. That one, it was funny. You what, look? Did you see Shadow?
Yeah.
You're telling me porcupines now, you. And I know you're sit and watch telly because while we're on this. But yeah, and then I think that is a visual sighting. But yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean, for me, I want to try, but only thing is, what have we got to back it up? Because say if I tried with my pendulum this is why I try and do it with people's loved ones when I do pendulum, because it's information that comes through that if you can't validate yourself, you can take it back to family members and they may be able to validate the information that's coming through. But if I did like a pendulum or a spirit box with somebody like, I don't know, not so much John Lennon, because to me that's too recent.
I know,
but you know what I mean?
But what I'm saying is,
so like I did it with King Henry. Who's going to validate what's coming through? If he turns around and he said that he used to, I don't know, like eat chicken or something daft like that, there's no validation that that's gonna come through. Do you know? You can't validate what comes through. So I don't understand how things can get validated that it's that person when there's nobody left to validate.
No, but you're saying you'd say it were because you say. Yeah, the name Henry come out or Anne Boleyn or Anne.
Oh no, I know that.
Is it Anne Boleyn? And it says yeah. So that's your validation.
Yeah, that's the thing. But I'm more on about when
if they tell you something that's not known.
That's something that's not known. There's no way you could prove that fact that it's that person. Do you know what I mean? No. It's like over here in LA, Marilyn Monroe's ghost is said to haunt several hotels. That would be possible only if it was residual. Yeah. But for me, I think some of us can visit multiple places, and I'm hoping. When I cross, I'm going to be visiting many places, because that's what I want to do. Do you know? So, yeah. With the ancient spirits, there's a recorded stone theory where the stone records a moment in time, usually we know, stone tape theory, that one. I think you've talked about that before, haven't you, with that? Could do a refresher on that one, actually. Anyone could also say that they're Anne and Jess. Exactly, Scotty, they could. Marilyn had an awful life, bless her. I never thought about that before, Lynn, but I think it's a fascinating thought and a reasonable thought.
Coloured orbs you see at people's auras that's passed.
Yeah.
That's what Nanny Lynn put. Do you think the coloured orbs people see? Do you think it's the colour of the person's aura that passed?
Could be. I mean, I don't understand unless there's unless the sun's shining, and the light and there's a light that could reflect in these orbs, then where do colour orbs come from? So that's interesting, that, Nanny Lynn, to say that the orbs that we capture when they're a coloured one, is it a person's aura?
See, I feel a bit of an hypocrite for saying that, though, about why they all, because thing is
why are they all what?
Why is it all like ancient spirits? You know what I mean? But then again, we don't want to connect with anything recent, anyways. Out of respect. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. Is it just that fact that out of respect we don't want to connect with anything, so we only get spirits coming to us? That
well, we always ask, if you think about our questioning when we ask if there's any energies there, and if we've found a bit of history out about a place and that information starts coming through, we cut it off straight away and don't continue that path. Evening, no. Just popped in to say hi. Hope you're both well. We're good, thank you, Nikki. Hope you're well too, my lovely. But yeah, it's like we went to a place, and unfortunately there's been another accident there, so we're not going to be going back there because some school leavers left school, and unfortunately they were jumping into the water and one didn't come back up, and unfortunately obviously he's not survived. But this place where we went, there was some history there of a murder that took place, I think in 1960s. Late 1950s, early 60s, and it was about a little girl. And the case is actually ongoing today. It's still an open case. A sister actually lives down south somewhere, but the case is still open, and it's still open for if anybody's got any information. And the little girl was raped and murdered in this area. Now, when John went there, as we were going round, people in chat were picking up things about this little girl. They even rape was even coming out of the spirit box, and other devices it were coming out of. And we had to say in chat, yeah, we acknowledge that, but we can't discuss it. We can't go down that path. So we sort of like shut down on the new one. So that's probably why we're getting we're calling on the older ones. I'm not just on about us though. No, on about everybody. When yeah, a lot of people. But there is teams that don't. There is teams that pick them up for that. You know, you also go to the places that have older history, and that's what you're concentrate on. So you're setting the intent on contacting spirit that's attached in the form use. Exactly. It were a while ago. It were a while ago when we went there. I think it was you that found us. But it's got you that found history on that one as well. It was late 2019, early 2020 anyway. Yeah. And we've not been back there since. Soldier, what about when a coloured orb is seen by the naked eye? Hey, smelly balloons from Ireland. Hope you're well, my lovely. Welcome to our ETA family. Me and Cliff did a history there. I thought, yeah, it could, yes. Yeah. Oh shit, that's my phone gone. But yes, I think where you and Cliff did history. Yo, that's completely different. I've missed chat on the bit there, but I'll catch up, I'm sure. So yeah, it is interesting. Because when you look at other teams that have gone out, other teams go in and they do might pick up a recent energy. That might have been in paper 3 weeks prior to going in that place. But what I like about teams like us that go with the past is you can get a certain amount of information. There's a lot that you need to really delve into before. So we can all Google Queen of Scots or what is it, Queen Mary, Bloody Mary were it? Which Mary were it? Bloody Mary. No, Queen that went round them all. Well, we've just said Anne Boleyn. So we can all Google Anne Boleyn, but there'll be certain sites that only people who have got knowledge will go on. And I don't mean we haven't got knowledge, but people who are really serious about history, that they can access where the information isn't just something as quick as looking on Wikipedia. Do you know what I mean? They actually have to go into the sites. And I think that's really interesting. Anybody know what red orbs are? As I've captured 3 at the same time. You have, Nikki. You've captured you've captured a couple of orbs that are different colours. And that's what we've just been talking about. Is it the person's aura? If you can't explain it by like sunlight or reflection of something, then what's it doing? So for me, I think that's an interesting thought. But what I like about digital is that it's easy to change the colour to see deeper into the picture. With digital, you can lighten up. Best thing to do is lighten. If you capture something, lighten your picture up, because if it is a tree or a headstone or something else, you can see it. My family is buried in Westwood Cemetery, the same cemetery where Marilyn Monroe is buried, and today is Marilyn Monroe's birthday. Wow! Happy heavenly birthday to Marilyn. Didn't know that, Laura. Wow. new soldier here is a photographer. He may be able to help. Could do, Nick. It could do, Nicky. It could do. He might have some answers for you. But yeah, I think it's interesting. I know we were once on. Fast forwarding it, baby. I know we were once on a ghost hunt, and it was raining, slightly raining, and I caught a couple of robes, and I got told it was by the people that were running the company. Oh, it's nothing. It were raindrops. But at the time when I caught them, the rain had stopped. It wasn't raining at all. And they were in this cemetery, but they said that there were still raindrops, even though at the point I went out, it had stopped raining, but they were scattered all over in the cemetery, which I thought were interesting. But could they have been right? Could it have been rain falling, whatever? Do you know? You don't know, do you? So what you laughing at on telly? Do you know? What have we got on Lava Island? Is this one?
No, well, it's lava. It's not just lava. It's not Lava Island.
Lava in the city or something.
Yeah, but this bird just pooped on them.
Do you know? They do watch some rubbish, these boys. Just keep in mind, the more you fruits with the picture, the more pixels go funny, and you can create pareidolia. Yeah, I think you can when you're messing. I think if you just lighten it though, Ames, I think it gives you a clearer view. Red or orange orbs form a spiritual. Where's that gone? What Nanny Lynn put? A spiritual perspective. Red and orange colours are associated with safety and security, as well as a sense of belonging. That's interesting. No, I was alone calling out, and 3 small orbs appeared all together. Yeah, they were interesting captures, them, Nikki. The first time I physically saw an orb was at Mosborough Hall. Those flashy ones were amazing. In bedroom, they were clear. I mean, when we were in bedroom and we were sat, I mean, we know they were dust in that room. You can't say that they weren't just floating about, but you can tell the difference between dust and orbs. What? Dust and orbs. And to me, you could see the ones they were. I mean, we can go back and have a look at that video. You could actually put that one back up to have a look at that. Just click the bedroom scene. To where me, you, Claire, and Ange were in bedroom scene. The bedroom scene. But yeah, that were really good. I mean, I'd love to go back there, you know, Claire, and have another night there. But there's a few more hotels that we've looked at that I think I'd like to go back and have a look at. But it's about the CDD chip handles, the pixels, plus other things. Wow. Love Island movie is so funny. I don't know whether we've seen movie.
Lava Island.
That's what I said, isn't it?
No, you said Love Island.
Love Island. First, yeah. I think, definitely need to go back to these places because I think they're amazing. Some hotels that we've been to, it's just been, it has. But we will be looking at hiring buildings again, places of interest. But I think at the minute this year, everybody's put the prices up to earn some money back because a lot of them haven't earned any money. What's this one? Medium Richard. You're on wrong page, Duck. It's a chit chat. You're not nutter. I'm going to call him that head then, but I won't. Yeah, wrong time, Richard. Wrong time. So yes. What am I talking on here for? Oh, I'm coming off in a minute, and then I'm going to come and sit and cuddle you for 10 minutes in the chair before bed while Pops gets ready to go upstairs and do his thing. I love hearing history at places. I think the history for me is the I think it's best bit, the actual looking at history and then getting responses to coincide with history for me. I think, No, there may well be some real orbs out there. I just look for other reasons first. I think you have to, though, soldier. I think it's same with every piece of evidence that you do get, or whether it's down to orbs, whether it's to shadows, whether it's to voices, to EVPs. I think you've always got to. You might not like what some people said, but you've always got to take that on board, that it's a possibility. Because I think we've always got to look for the debunking.
We can't wait to come back to Gloucester and do Greyfriars again.
Oh, I can't wait.
Wood in Cranham.
Yeah, can't wait, Nanny Lynn. Actually, can't wait. We have got something special coming up for later on in the year. We are travelling down country, aren't we? And we're going to we're going to the land of Newquay. We're going to the land of Newquay,
just a bit south of Bradford.
Yeah. So we are going to be hoping to bring you some interesting history from down there while we're there. We may not get out investigating as much as what we'd like, but we will still be doing a lot. I agree. You have to think rationally and think first before thinking it's paranormal. Yeah, do you know, Nikki? That's one of the best things. That's one of the best things to do. I think within the paranormal field, anyway. South of Bradford. To be honest, is just to think rationally, because I think sometimes it can. If you want to think it's something so much you'll believe it is, we aren't looking at it rationally. Lindsay, ask your grandson if he knows who Roblox are.
Jacob?
Do you know who Roblox is?
Yeah.
No, he's only 5, Gillian. I don't know whether he'd know that yet.
I've got Roblox, but I don't play it.
You've got Roblox, but you don't. You've got the game, but you don't play it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know which one to play.
Right, you don't know. Right.
For games on it.
Okay, that's okay.
And one of them are too hard to make.
Are they too hard? You'll get used to them in a bit.
They like to build our old place, but when we build our house, it's not working.
I would love for someone to invest in our numerous rules here in Great Yarmouth. They are active for sure.
See again, Yarmouth's the place. Hopefully we are going to be coming back up to Norfolk, and we can look at going round. Could be next year Norfolk we come up to, but we are looking at coming back to Norfolk. Bradford, that famous city north of Edinburgh to the east of Paris. That Yolanda, how can you remember that? I'm having an early night tonight, so I'm in Bristol tomorrow night. So night, everyone. Night, Nanny Lynn. Take care, my lovely. He is so cute, Claire. I wish I could show him, but his mum said no. His mum said no, and I have to respect his mum's wishes, even though I would like to sneak him on every once in a while. I have a backpack and figures if he would like them. Oh, Gillian, what about you and your grandson? Won't he use them, Gillian?
He fell there.
I know, we're thinking you're falling, nutcase. So, right, I think what we're going to do, I'll have to message you, Gillian, and we'll have a chit chat. I think what we're going to do is we are going to call chit chat here. Yeah. Just because little man wants to have a quiddle and John's got to get ready to go live. Because when Jacob goes to bed, John's going to go live on the members area. So he's going to be upstairs with Jacob while Jacob falls asleep.
About 10 o'clock-ish.
Yeah. So we shall see you over on members. Thank you so much. My youngest is 17. Oh, bloody hell, Gillian. You're good for him then. That'd be lovely, Gillian, if you wouldn't mind. I'll message you. I mean, we're meeting up soon anyway. So, yeah, look forward to meeting up and collecting everything. I'm going to be coming home with a suitcase full, Gillian. So take care, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We will be live tomorrow, and in Thursday afternoon, I will be live on Gemma's page. I will put Gemma's link in groups to let you know where we're going to be. But we will be live about 4 o'clock doing the tarot readings. So take care, everybody. Sweet dreams. Have a great day. Love you loads.
Guys. See you
Bye.
Bye.